Emilio, the honey badger, Urrutia.
I'm JP. In Estanza. Now here's the news you need to know.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Honey Badger Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Honey Badger Hour, episode 48, with your boy the Badger. And today, via Zoom, we are joined by a very special guest, my brother from another, my dog coming all the way in from Dubai, zooming in from afar, my dog, Tarek Suleiman.
Road dog, yes.
My G.
My guy.
My Syrian Lebanese brother from another, dog. What is happening?
Yeah.
My old roommate.
My guy. Oh my God. Good old memories, man. Roommate, housemate. Oh my God.
Teammate.
Road dog.
How's it going, brother?
Man, it's been really good. It's like as you said, living life here in Dubai, it's a total different environment than the island we get used to, right? I mean, it's like a big city.
Bro, you were living in Phuket for about, how long were you living in Phuket before you moved to Dubai?
7 years before I moved to Dubai. And it's an unplanned move, man.
7 years unplanned. You were on vacation during the coronavirus and then the lockdowns happened?
Just before.
Something like
Just
this,
before,
right?
Yeah, just before the lockdown. I came to Dubai to visit like my girlfriend, who's now my wife. And I came here in March 2020. And during that, I was supposed to come here for 1 week, and then the airport shut.
And when
I got stuck in Dubai.
Wow. The airport shut during the COVID, during when the first lockdown came and the COVID restrictions.
Yeah, so like the airport shut in Dubai first, then Thailand closed the airport for like God knows how long. It was like impossible going back to Thailand.
Wow. So Dubai was one of the first people to lock down.
Yeah.
And they were really strict.
Well, they didn't lock down the city at that time, so we were going out of the house, but they closed the airport, so no coming in or out.
Wow. They closed the airport, but the city was okay. You guys were able to move and groove for a little bit?
For a little bit. Then they did the big lockdown. We got locked up in the house for like weeks. We couldn't go out. If we need to go for groceries, we need to submit a petition for the police to approve it, and then we get like authorized letter by the police so we can go. And I got stopped by the police once in the street. They asked me for the authorized letter if it's like legally like I'm allowed to exit the house.
Wow. And you had it on you? You were safe to go?
Yeah, I was. There's no fucking around in Dubai. There's no 1,000 baht fine, bro. He's just like,
oh yeah. There's no one time you couldn't pay your way out and get it down to 500 baht for not having a helmet, huh?
Nah.
Man, my boy Tarek Suleiman in the house now is residing in Dubai. A long-time Tiger Muay Thai veteran, sponsored fighter with the old school team. You were able to visit Phuket since the lockdowns have opened, right? You've been able to visit Phuket recently, man?
Yeah, I went back last March, just before my fight. I wanted to train and focus on my training, but it was sad. It was like not seeing the old faces, and also seeing the old faces that they're so tired from the lockdown. Like a lot of businesses closed. I was driving through Qatar, and that it was a ghost town, bro. Like all 7-Elevens are shut down and falling apart.
And Quran, right? Between Qatar and Quran, if you go from Chalong to Qatar and Quran, it's so sad. It's crazy. Like you're just thinking, what was there before? Like who? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It's so many
sad.
Tourists, right?
Yeah. But I was also happy to see the boys Like shout out to the boys in Bangtao. They were like starting their own place, Bangtao MMA. It was still before it was complete. There was no fitness, no Muay Thai area. There was only the MMA section. So when I was there, so like now they came along the way, and like now it's fully function gym, bro. Can't wait to go.
Wow. Yeah, the boys, and shout out to Alex Shield, George and Frank Hickman, all the boys, Woody. They got Soam out there. Peter will be joining soon. Who else do they got? I'm trying to think. Am I missing anybody?
It's the old crew.
The whole squad.
The golden crew is coming together again.
Shout out to Team Banter, yo. And guess what? Shay Walsh is going in December.
Nice.
So I got to plan a trip to December. I'm looking to plan a trip December. We should all plan a trip to go Christmas time this year.
I hope I can make it, me and my wife and my daughter, in November too. Like stay all the way.
Oh my God, you can bring the whole family.
Yeah.
Yo, so a lot's changed from the last time I saw you, Tarek. Last time I saw you, you had a girlfriend. You had just had a girlfriend. You were living in Phuket. Still competing for UAE Warriors, right? That's who you're signed to now?
Yes.
Yes, you were competing.
Yes,
you were signed to UAE Warriors. You went to go
Yes.
visit your girlfriend, and then I didn't see you for 4 years, bro. I didn't see you for 3 years now or something like this. Crazy.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
You went on a holiday, but a lot's changed, man. And now, so then you got married in that last time?
Yeah, so I got married, and the same year I got stuck in Dubai.
Wow.
It's like that. Yeah, I mean, in 2020, and yeah, now it's 2 years married man.
And you just now now you're a family man. There's a new addition to the Suleiman family.
My daughter we just got like she was born last month,
Yes.
20th of July. And life just, man, flipped upside down. Like, but I can't explain the emotions, bro. It's like the minute I saw my daughter coming out, I was like, oh my God. I start crying, laughing, all mixed up.
Yo, congratulations, my brother, for real, from the heart, man. I was so proud to hear that. I can only imagine how good of a dad you're gonna be. You know what I mean? Your daughter's super lucky, bro. That's great.
So.
Hey, but you're gonna be. Oh my God! I can only imagine when she gets older, ain't nobody coming to the house, bro.
Oh my God, bro! I got first off with like the goal is to move back to Thailand.
Yo, you are a father now. You're a father now, Tarek. This is crazy. You're gonna have more. Do you have the daddy strength now when you train jiu-jitsu? Do you feel like your hips are stronger? I feel like when people have babies, they're more strong. They get that daddy strength, I call it.
I don't know yet, but I feel strong, man. I've been doing jiu-jitsu here. That jiu-jitsu here is on a different level. It's right that like you don't know the big names like in the States, like Craig Jones and all these, but bro, there is savages, like all like Buchecha's teammates and like all these killers. They only train gi. So like I've been training gi for the past 2-3 years here, constantly every day. So like the jiu-jitsu strength is on another level, bro.
That's right. Let me ask you about that. So you're living in Dubai. Where are you training in Dubai now?
So like I opened last year, I opened my own gym, Falcons MMA, and I started my own team. So I've been training there like all the time. And we have like the biggest program I have is jiu-jitsu program. And we invited all the black belts to come train for free. So like on an average day, I have like 8 killers on the mat training. And then we have a 1-day competition training. So like all these guys, all these black belts who competing, they come and train, and like it's like you need a week of recovery after that.
And then it's like an open training for all the gyms in Dubai, right? To come and train at your gym.
So all black belts are for free.
That's awesome. And what people don't know is Dubai has they have a big like expat community, right? So they have people from all over the world living there, working, and they love jiu-jitsu, man. Wherever there's big cities, there's usually jiu-jitsu. And Dubai, they have like in the UAE, they're obsessed with martial arts. Like I feel like what do they call the people, like the sheiks or like the The guys are like in charge, like the local guys.
The sheikhs. The guys in charge are sheikhs. Yeah.
The sheikhs, they bring in a lot of Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belts, right? Like it's part of the school there. Brazilian
Yes,
jiu-jitsu is a
100%.
huge part of the UAE. I don't know if people on this podcast or where they are.
Like, there's no PE here. Instead of PE in school, there's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
So in school, in UAE, in Qatar, Dubai, Abu Dhabi.
Only UAE. No, only UAE.
I'm sorry. So Qatar is not UAE. My bad.
Qatar is a different country. UAE is United Arab Emirates, which includes Abu Dhabi, Dubai, like different Emirates.
Okay, Abu Dhabi, Dubai. What else? Any other ones? Who knows?
Yeah, Ras Al Khaimah.
Oh, nice. But all right,
Like-
so they all go to school everywhere. All right, but over there they all go to school and they're all doing jiu-jitsu in class. That's
Yes.
pretty awesome, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's good. Have you rolled with any of
That's
these
why
young
there's-
kids?
That's why there's a lot of Brazilians, because all the Brazilians are in the teaching positions. So they come here, they get hired by the government, and they go either to school. And this funny fact for you as well. In the military, in the UAE military, you don't get a higher rank in the military unless you get ranked in jiu-jitsu.
Wow. So if the guy is gonna be like a general or he's gonna be like a sergeant, for sure he's gonna be like a brown belt, black belt, high level.
Almost, yeah. Or at least a good purple belt.
Bro, that's no joke, dog. That's building a serious community, if you ask me. Like that's gonna be like that's
Yeah, man. Jiu-jitsu is religious here. It's like religiously practiced. Like all the important people I know are like legit black belts.
Are you still teaching jiu-jitsu over there? Are you teaching jiu-jitsu? How often are you teaching?
I teach. I used to teach twice a week, no gi, and like I train most of the time because like I still want to compete competitively. So like, it was hard to teach, run a business, be a father, and train all together.
Wow, that's a lot of things for sure, man. Just being a father and competing, just being a father and just one or the other, right?
Yeah, so I cut down on teaching. So I do PTs here and there, just based on my free time, and I train. But yeah, I mean, like being a father and like fulfilling my dreams in competition in the highest level is like this is what I want to do before I retire.
But you want to compete in MMA or you want to compete in jiu-jitsu?
And like my goal is like to finish my career in MMA by like 37, 38. Like I have 5 more years and now I'm signed to the PFL. So like I have a solid chance. I do feel I have a solid chance to beat these guys. I already trained with the champs, the PFL champ. I'm like pretty sure I can beat this guy. But yeah.
That's awesome, man. And when did you sign? Yes, sir. When did you sign to the PFL? Just recently, right?
Yeah. I mean, like 2 months ago, we announced it. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations, bro. That's great.
Thank you.
You don't have any word on your first fight or anything like this yet?
So like the PFL plan was the same to do like the UFC in Abu Dhabi, like Fight Island and stuff. The PFL decided to do similar things in Dubai. So like it will be like 2 Emirates competing against each other in MMA. So, but I think because they came a little bit late or their plans were a bit late during the year, there was no available venues. So they pushed back the Arabic event to next year.
Wow, they probably signed a lot of good fighters for the Arabic event.
They scout and they signed like 4 or 5 guys. Yeah.
Yeah, and you've been busy during the coronavirus, right? How many times did you fight during the lockdowns and stuff? You haven't stopped, man. That's one of the things I always admired about you, bro. You keep going no matter what, bro.
Man, the lockdown was in March. I fought in May.
And that was a crazy story. When you went to go fight in May, you went how was the training camp? You were like just shadowboxing? No training, right? Oh my God.
I was training in the park. I was sneaking. I managed to sneak into gyms a couple times because like gyms were still locked. No physical activity, no contact sport. Like even when I train outside in the park, I had to wear a mask. So all these things were really hard. So I was training a bit in the park, managing to find some gyms that give me the keys to sneak behind the doors and like get like I managed to spar a couple times before before I go into the fight. And then when I got into the fight, I didn't know that I need to get locked up for 12 days. So like no training for 12 days
Before
in
the
the
fight,
room.
right? They
Yeah.
wanted you to. That's what I was wanting to talk about, bro. I remember, man. And you know what's funny? This isn't even the craziest fight story for you that has gone down. Like this is just another day in the park for
Wow.
Tariq, bro.
I gotta write the book, dog.
You're gonna have to write a book on. So you want to be a fighter? How bad do you want it? And how far are you willing to
Seriously.
go and travel? So you had to quarantine for 12. This is when they were just crazy with all the rules and nobody just knew what was going on,
I
right?
was doing PCR tests every day.
In the
Every day.
nose, where they would go
In
in
the
your brain,
nose.
and they wouldn't even know what
Twice
they
in
were
the
testing.
twice in the nose and once in the throat.
Twice in the nose, once in the throat. That's right. Each nostril, right?
Yes.
I've done that one a few times. And then we don't even know if what they were testing. They were just like winging it because those tests never came out right or wrong. Oh my God.
True.
Hey, did you have a corner man in the 12? In the 12, who cornered you for when you were
Oh my
quarantined for
god,
12 days?
I got someone psycho,
Didn't
bro.
you
It's
have
like,
like a random guy in your corner?
bro, I had someone I didn't know before, and it turned out that he's fucking depressed psycho guy. Like I just wanted him out of my room the entire time.
Where did you? It was a friend of
Bro.
yours from Dubai or something. Who was that?
Nah, bro. It's like he was the only guy available willing to do the 12 days.
Oh, for sure, he's a psychopath, dog. I call you my brother, but I be like, I don't know about how close we are, bro. I don't know how much of brothers we are, Tariq. 12 days? I'd be like, yo, the thing is, what had happened was.
Bro, it was supposed to be 14 days. I don't know how I negotiated to bring it down to 12.
When I fought in Singapore during the coronavirus too, and I had to do the quarantine. I had to do the 14-day quarantine after the fight, which is totally
Crazy.
different. After the fight, which is totally different. But
Yeah.
I trained in Bangkok, normal. I mean, Bangkok was shut, but we trained in the gym. I jumped in but then the week of the fight, we were in the hotel the whole week, and they let us out once a day to go work out. Like, is that how you had the operation?
They let me out. Yeah, they let me out once 1 hour a day to go train and come back. But I wasn't even allowed to go to the lobby of the
No.
hotel
Yeah, I know how that
without
is.
that
Yeah, that's how
hour.
we were. We had a little lady waiting, we had like a guard, security guard in our hallway, and a
Yes.
lady had to take us
Yeah.
everywhere. If I had an interview, she would take me down. Like I had to sign out. It was so crazy, bro. Just thinking about it now, it's
Yeah.
like what we
Bro,
all
don't
went
lie.
through, bro. How much sacrifice, for the dollar, bro. We did it all for that green, baby. You know what I'm saying? We're fighters, and
Oh
this is how
my
you make a
god.
living. So you got to make the money, right? And when in
Man, it
doubt,
was
the best option is
I
always
don't
to fight.
now thinking about it, bro. So this is not the craziest part, okay? The craziest part is that they separated Emirates from each other. So the fight was in Abu Dhabi. I was like locked in Abu Dhabi. I couldn't go back to Dubai anymore because they separated. It was like Mexico and US. They put the borders. Yeah, they put the borders, and you can't cross. There is like military, like everything is blocked. There's no way on earth you cross and go back to Dubai. No way. Done. So what do you like? I was like, without a house, without anything, is like, oh my god. I mean, like when I started the fight, I was like feeling good, moving around. Sometimes when you don't have a full camp, you like your body's not banged up, and
You're
like
kind of fresh.
yeah. So like I was enjoying the first couple minutes. I was like in and out boxing this guy, and like 1 second I thought, shit, I'm stuck in Abu Dhabi. I'm not going back to Dubai. Boom. I got knocked out. I was like, what happened?
Oh
I
man.
was like, you know,
But then after that fight, you fought a bunch of more times, bro. You went on a three
yeah,
fight win streak. That was all during the
yes,
lockdown too, right? Or like,
yes. So I immediately after that, 2 months after that, I got another fight, but that was in Abu Dhabi because we learned from our mistake. We can't go to Abu Dhabi no more.
yeah.
Yeah, so I fought this Polish guy in the memory of my brother because I lost my brother in that time, and I wanted to honor him. And yeah, I had 2 month gap between the fights, so I got myself really ready for this Polish guy. I fought a giant. I don't know why I only fight giants. So yeah, I fought
So you're
this
fighting at
Polish
185, bro. You're in the Middle East fighting Mogulos from Europe, like you're always fighting the Russian Dagestan wrestlers from the mountains, dog. We bring in.
I don't
You
know,
are a
dog.
giant, though. That's the thing, bro. You're a big bear, dog. So you just heel hook him,
Yeah,
dog. Oh man, and what did you? Yeah, and oh yeah, you hammer fisted him. You slamo fisted him, dog. That's the house special, bro. How many people
from
have
the
you
guard.
hammer fisted dead, bro? Rear naked choke. And it's like, listen, if my dog Tariq is fighting, there's two ways he's gonna win. He's gonna hammer fist, slamo slam, we call it, or he's gonna rear naked choke you. 100% rear naked choke. If you get to the back. Yo, I forgot the last guy you rear naked choked. I don't know. I was watching a fight with somebody, and I was like, "Oh, here it goes." And as I look at it, yo, it's over right now. Bam, because I just know that once you get that,
Yeah.
the flick of the wrist, dog. Bam, bam. I remember,
The
bro.
house specialty, dog.
The house specialty, the flick of the wrist, dog.
Flick the wrist. Yeah.
So good talking to you, man. Hey, what a good time. Hey, what a great era that we come from, though, right? Like now, alone training in Dubai, all the experience that you have training from Tiger. How much do you feel like? I know when I'm training here, I have so much that I can, so much data that I can go into, and so much times of our past training together. Of so many. Look, isn't it crazy watching a UFC card now and just being like, oh, I remember
Oh
this
my
guy
God,
when
it's
he
all
was
our
20.
friends.
I remember this guy. Like it's almost like watching a local show for us.
I know, man. Like I was telling my wife the other day, it was like, oh my God, I just trained with all these guys.
The
Like,
last
I'm
fight.
looking at this. Yeah, I'm looking at the card. I was like, look, or I'm watching the embedded. It's like, look, I trained with half of these guys.
Tawasa just recently, The one before
Yeah,
that.
man.
Oh, what about this fight? I want to talk to you about this one. I know two guys, when you were teaching jiu-jitsu, you just roll with Gamra and Arman. Two guys that were training at Tiger just when you were teaching there,
Yes, man.
Those
yeah.
are two guys that, man, was Gamra in the UFC back then? I don't know, right?
Savages, man. Yes, he was. No, he wasn't when he came to Tiger. He wasn't.
He was like in the other like Polish organization or something, right?
Yeah,
But he was like a
KSW
champ. He was on his way. He was on his way.
Yeah, he was champ. He was two weight class champ in KSW.
And was Arman in the UFC?
When no.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Now they're both like top 10, top 15. Did you
Yeah,
think
but
who did
I was
did,
still in Thailand when he signed to the UFC.
Oh, okay. Who did you think won that? Did you watch that fight?
Yes, I did.
Did you know who was gonna win? Did you have a feeling who was gonna win? I don't remember how it was better, but I know Arman was so good, bro. I don't remember. I know
Yeah,
Gamera. I know
Arman.
hearing about you from Gamera. I think you roll with him, but I roll with Arman. I'm like, holy crap, this kid is so good, bro. Like,
Yeah, bro. I rolled with both of them, and like I had the feeling that Arman got it because like
me too, bro.
because of his boxing. I was like, he got it, man. He wrestled with Makhachev, man. Like I was like, he
That's
took
right.
Makhachev down. I was like, man, he got this shit.
Made me feel so much better about my rolls with him after seeing him go with Makachev. I'm like, all right, dog, you don't suck, Emilio. This guy is just a phenom, bro. You're all right, bro. Relax, dog. This guy's a 55er, yo. You're a bantamweight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. But like, it's so good seeing all these guys, especially our close friends like Brad and Izzy, all these guys like fucking kill it. Alex Volkanovski, man, on top of the world now, pound for pound, number one. Oh my God.
Seeing Alex, bro, from the very beginning, train with Alex Volkanovski, man. Alex Volkanovski
Yeah,
and
man.
Brad. You see, at Brad now, top 15, top 10 lightweight, man. I got to see two of his UFC fights, bro. I got to see now two of Alex's, and I got to see two of Brad's. That's the only good thing
Yeah,
about being
I
in
was
America,
supposed-
bro.
I was supposed to be in the last Alex title defense, but I just got my US visa, so now I can. I got my P1, so I can train and work in the
No
US. And
way.
so I
You
can
got
show up.
a visa for the so if you fight in PFL, you can go to the USA and fight in PFL too.
Yes, my dog. Like
Oh, you see, it
Dubai
keeps
changed a
going, bro.
lot.
It keeps it never stops. It never stops, dog. The show
Never stop.
continues.
My doggy dog.
We're just not
Yes,
going
man.
over the hill. We're going over to Vegas now. We've just leveled up, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got cars and families. You feel me? So we can't be on our motorbikes forever, dog. You know?
But like, no, man. The dream is to go back to the island with my family.
Because that's the best place to be. Think about it. Where's a better place to spend time with a family training for a fight? Peter Yan's been doing it for the last. I mean, Brad's got his family over there. Alex brings his
Yeah,
family
man.
over there.
Even
Shay's
though
gonna
I want,
bring.
I want my kid, I want my kid to be like surrounded with this environment, also with the nature, like run on the beach, jump in the sea, like see greenery. Like I want my kid to experience what I experienced while I can do it. You know.
That's a proper way to. That's a proper way to live, man. That's like a little bit. It's a little bit crazy. It might not make sense to people because they might think you need to be in a city, you need to be somewhere. But like when a kid's raising, all the kid needs to do is be interacting with you, like learning how to, like yeah, playing on the sand, playing. And if you can train, and you know how Thailand is so like nice to so good with kids, especially too. Like you can go to a restaurant, and
Yeah.
they'll take your kid and like let you just eat the whole time. It's weird how like they're so
100%.
loving here.
100%. Yeah. So like, I do love it and I appreciate it here. Dubai was so good for me. Like my career, my like like my background, my traveling background, being my Syrian ass, not being getting stuck in airports and shit. So Dubai was good for me. Like as I told you, I got my US visa. I've been traveling. I went to a couple countries like in the past year. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
where'd you
mean,
go?
I went to Maldives.
Wow.
Um, yeah, the Maldives was good. We went to Turkey.
Oh,
So
Turkey's the dopest, right? Everybody,
yeah,
Turkey's like that's like where the empire was back in the day, bro.
yeah.
How's Turkey? Like you had the good ass food. Like what was the name of our Turkish place that we used to go to all the time in Phuket?
Oh my God, yeah. Across from Ali, what was it?
Oh my gosh, bro. There's two of them, bro. Kata
Yeah,
Turk, dog.
Ataturk, yes.
Is it like Kata
So
Turk or better? Is the food in Turkey
10 times
better?
better. 10 times better.
The Kata Turk in Kata was better than the one in Chalong.
Yeah, man. Bro, so much changed in Thailand. Now the weed is legal. Can't wait to go.
Yo, how
Uh,
crazy is that, bro? Dog,
we have
we've gone to
we
yo, we
have
know
enough
people who've gone to
adventures
jail
about
for
getting
weed.
weed.
Uh-huh. We've
We
known
have
people
enough
who've gone to
adventures
jail.
getting weed from Monica.
From
Remember Monica?
Now, what happened to Monica, bro? Is Monica out of business?
I
Oh
think
my
she's out of
God.
business.
This is
Joey
crazy,
opened her
bro.
dispensary.
I'm sorry?
Joey opened her own spot at Highland or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. I love to see Joey killing it. Joey left Tiger. Bro, Joey left Tiger. Som left Tiger. Everybody left Tiger, bro. How crazy, right?
And now Tiger is on. That's what I always say. Tiger is not Tiger unless it's with its people who
Yeah,
built it.
but they got some guys there though still, you know what I'm saying? They got
Well,
Fabricio Hoffa. They got Fabricio
everyone
Hoffa.
is.
Fabricio
I hear
Hoffa,
everyone
Johnny
is moving
Boy. They
soon.
got some things, dog. Listen, they're always gonna be Tiger. Peter Yan's still there. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it's not the same from people in that group.
Even in the group from Tiger,
Yeah.
they got old P-Wall running the show. The big boss.
P-Wall.
Hey, listen, I would go back just to do a barbecue beatdown. You know what I'm saying? The king is
Oh
back,
my
baby.
God, for
The
sure.
mayor is back. I will go
And
back.
see,
But listen, just kidding. I'm just kidding because I'm going to go back and do the Bang Tao beatdown with Alex, and we're going to have a way better one, bro.
100%. I can't wait, man.
I'll do
I
a
went
comedy show
before,
out there,
like,
dog.
bro. I'm like 100% because I always talk to my wife about like moving back to Thailand and like having a house. We will always be in between because we have businesses happening in Dubai. So, but like our base will be Thailand because like I want to follow where my heart is, and my heart is in Thailand, man. I want to be like it's cool to make money and stuff, but I mean, like living happy and seeing your kid interacting with nature and now it's all about her. You know, I want to fight for her. I want to make her proud. I want to get enough money to support her on the long run and build a business that she can inherit after me. And at the same time, while she is young and building her character to be tough and rough in Thailand, like we did in the old days, dog.
On the motorbike with a little thing, no seatbelts, no baby, like people in the West, bro. People, I'm sure where you are, you deal with the same thing. It's funny, right? You're like, oh my God, we're so soft, bro. Like if the kid learns not to fall, they're not gonna fall. Like when you're living on the edge, you be like, yo, you fall, you die, and you're like, okay, you just know not to fall. There's something about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? 100%. You put the dog in there, you get the dog, you put the kid, you put your wife on. Oh my God. I know what it is, bro, because I know how many times we've been driving in Thailand and we were like, I see the guy with his family, with his wife and the kid in the middle. I'm like, that's what I want, bro. We all want to be like Will Chope. We're going to be like Will Chope in 5 years. We thought he was crazy this whole time with his kids on the bike, remember? He was like 22 with 3 kids on the bike. We're doing it now, but like we're 32, dog. We're like normal age,
Fucking Will Chope.
He's got all. He knows what he's doing. He's doing that right now, bro. Man, good times, man. Yo, and what a crazy life we were living before with the traveling and with the visas, the experiences you had to go to, man. I'll never forget. Right. We're living together. Remember your fight? Why did your fight get canceled? Because you didn't get the visa? I remember I came home from training one day and it looked like somebody died, bro. I was like, yo, who died? You had this face like this. And I'm like, yo, what up? My fight canceled. For sure? Yes, bro. No visa. And I was like, oh, and then like, yo, you just went to the back of the hammock. I think you bought 1,000 baht from Monica and you never came out of the house, dog. I had like somebody wanted to come over. I was like, yo, bro, I'm going to go to you because I don't think Tarek wants to see anybody right now.
Remember? Oh my God.
That's all. And then I remember, and then I'm sleeping at 2 a.m. Yo, dog, what up? I got my visa approved. What? I was like, yo, they're going to tell me I got to go to the airport like right now. Gangster, dog. Gangster, bro. Like, yo, oh my God. Like, yo, I need to leave. When? Right now. No corner, no nothing, dog. After you smoke 22 blunts, bro. Thinking you weren't going to fight. The good old days, dog.
God. This is one of the craziest fights ever, and nobody can believe what was going on before the fight. Like I was smoking like like a crazy junkie.
All right, yo, hold on. Save this story. Let me call you right back in 2 seconds. This Zoom's gonna end. They'll do like 20 more minutes. We'll finish with this. We'll tell the story now. In the next, I'm gonna call you back. All right, check your email.
All right,
for sure. I got you. Bam. Because it's about to end. Hell yeah.
All right.
Dale. Recording on 1. Recording on 2.
Recording in progress.
Dog.
We're back. All right. So we don't even know what you went through, bro. You get a call at 2 o'clock in the morning that your visa gets approved and you're off to go fight again. After thinking, how many days did you think your fight was canceled for?
Bro, it was a fight week. So like the fight was on Friday. The fight got canceled on Sunday or Monday, I remember. And then, yeah, I was like on a 22 block road since Monday.
Just sad, thinking like, yo, how long? And in training, getting ready for a huge fight. Where was the fight again? I forgot.
In Dubai.
Wow, bro. In Dubai. Oh, look at that. Where you living now?
Yes.
It's the one spot they let your crazy ass visa in, dog. That's the one place your passport gets in, no problem, bro. They welcome you with open arms there. Was that for UAE or was that another one? I forgot what show. Was that the show that Roger?
Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
It was Phoenix.
That was a show that Roger fought for, right?
Yes.
Oh man. All right. So then, So then you go, and then what time was your flight? Like mad random, right? Like they just booked you on the first flight after your visa was approved?
My flight was at 6 a.m. My flight was 6 a.m. So I flew in the weigh-in day. So like it was, I think, Wednesday. So for 3 days or 4 days, the flight is canceled, and they're like looking for alternatives, and and yeah, like the night of the weigh-in, like when everyone is cutting weight and shit, I'm sleeping high as fuck.
Everybody's cutting weight the night before getting ready. And what about your opponent? Is he getting ready, or is he there already? Or I wonder what happened. Oh no, so yeah, what happened with your opponent? I wonder.
He lives in Dubai.
Oh, okay, yeah. Damn, bro.
Yeah, so it was like this big ass Egyptian waiting for me. Yeah, so like we got the call at 2 a.m. I was knocking on your door. I had no money for a taxi.
I remember
I had nothing. I was like, dog, like they got the
I had to give you like 2,000 baht for the, give you like 3,000 baht for the trip, for the taxi, and for some food at the airport. Not even, because you had to cut weight and go. You're like, yo, what should I do? It's like, yo, you got to go and make that money, dog. You got to fight. Let's go. Boom, bro.
I packed it back. I got my mouthpiece, my cup, my fight short, and boom, off we go.
Oh man! And then you were back in Phuket, and not too long after, dog, with the heel hook finish.
We hooked the guy, and then first round heel hook.
Oh my god!
Second
The
round,
guy
heel
was
hook,
so
boom.
big, dog. The guy was so big. I was like, yo, how do you fight? Yeah, you're right, bro. You do fight some big ass guys. I was like, yo, how is this guy so big right now? I remember when you shot, dog, for like a single leg and had to go straight to the. You're like, oh, it's so funny, dog. You went for the heel hook. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Stop! And then we're like, yeah. Yeah, I was cursing you out and cheering you in the same fucking 30 seconds. I was like, stop! What? Yeah. Heel hook. Fuck yeah, dog.
Oh my god, what a crazy ass trip. Oh my god.
Then that's not even, and that's just number 2 of crazy stories. Then you fought in Dubai, 12-day quarantine before. Before that, Tajikistan. You fought in Tajikistan with Alex Shields. Bro, who fights in Tajikistan, dog?
Oh my god.
Somebody asked me, I was doing comedy the other day, and I was like doing a question and answer. I was like, anybody got any questions about fighting or something? I was like just bombing, doing bad. And somebody's like, somebody's like, have you ever fought in Russia? And I was like, nah, my boy fought in Tajikistan.
Bro.
You fought in Tajikistan, bro. How was that trip? And then I remember to get out of the country, you were having some visa issues.
Oh my god. This is when I got to jail because I'm serious.
Oh, that's right. And then another time you were training in one time you were training in Tiger Muay Thai, and they came in and they.
This is it. This is fight week before.
This
I was
is it.
cutting weight.
Okay. That's right. That's right. Oh my God, this happened before Tajikistan. I thought it was a different story. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. So you're training for a fight, and then they took a picture of you in jail, and you had your fight shorts on. You were in Thai jail with your Under Armour rash guard.
Yes, 100%. Oh my god!
And we took a photo of you.
I was cutting weight on the bike after training, and then fucking the police came. Was like, yo, where is this Syrian ass bringing me here? I was like, oh, I was telling Viwa, like, listen, man. I was like, I know there's a problem. It's like, no, go, nothing, 20,000 baht won't solve. I was like, oh my god. I was like, they wanted to lock me up, and the Interpol started to interrogate me about me being Syrian and what I'm doing in Thailand. It was like, oh my god.
I think because Thailand got like a bomb threat. They got put like under like a red alert or something. So they started looking in all the people, like all the passwords that live in Thailand, like questioning everybody, I think, right? Like, yeah.
Yes. And that was fight week, dog. I was like, oh my god.
Fight week before you're about to fight for ACB in Tajikistan.
Yes. So I was cutting weight in the jail.
You weren't cutting weight in jail. You were just in jail while you were supposed to be cutting weight. You were just starving in jail, dog. That ain't cutting weight, son. You know what I'm saying? You're just in fucking jail with your little shorts, bro. And then Alex went to go check on you, and at first, you know, like, we thought it was a joke, and, you know, team banter, bro. We got to make the best out of every situation. Alex is like, yo. And it's funny because, like, when we first visit you in jail, like, you were, like, it was all fun and games. We thought you were going to get out, like, in 30 minutes, an hour, and you're like... And it went back, like 10 hours later, you were like... Oh my God, you look so sad. It was like a night and day difference after like 10 hours, bro.
They moved me to the big jail in Phuket town.
And then how did you end up getting out? Like you got out like what, a couple hours later or like a day later?
Fucking like we did some underground shit, bro. So we got this shady ass lawyer that paid off the immigration, paid off the police. And then they went to this park, like shady ass park. Someone left my passport under the chair. And then when somebody confirmed the money received, they gave us where the passport is. And then boom, next day we were out of the country on our way on a 33-hour trip to Tajikistan.
A 33-hour trip from Phuket. And it's not a 33-hour trip. It's just because, like, it's probably hard to get there, right?
Layover. We have 12 hours layover in some city in Russia that is so cold. It was like we went from 37 degrees in Thailand to minus 33 degrees in Russia.
I have another hilarious question. Who did you bring with you for your corner man? Into a Muslim country in like the eastern mountain regions. You bought the most Jewish Jew you could find, dog. You went with your boy, yo. You took Alex Shield. You took Alex Shield to Tajikistan, dog. So a Lebanese Syrian passport and an American jump on a plane to Tajikistan. Yo, you can start a joke like that. Hey guys. I got a Syrian, a Jew, get on a plane from Phuket to Tajikistan. And then you can just... So you guys went over there to go battle it out in ACB, bro. Good promotion, a good fight promotion.
Yeah, so like the funny part is the joke doesn't end there. So I almost died cutting weight because I was making 77 kgs.
Oh my God, yo, you had to make, that was in your welterweight days.
Yes.
That wasn't at middleweight.
No. So I almost passed out. I missed weight. I didn't make weight. And then fight day, when I went to fight, they forgot to turn on the heaters in the arena.
I heard it was mad cold in there.
Oh my God. Every punch, every kick, just felt my bones breaking.
Bro, Alex told me that in between rounds, and I've felt when I cornered Fabricio and Joe Ray in Mongolia, when it was mad cold outside, it was the same thing. Yeah. Yo, Alex told me that in between rounds, you weren't sweating, and that he put his hand on your, like, chest, and it was, like, mad freaking, like you were freezing, like frozen, bro.
Bro, it was like -5. Like everyone in the arena, like wearing thick coats and like, I don't know, hats to cover their heads and drinking hot. And like, it was mad cold, bro. It was mad cold.
Yo, what's Tajikistan like?
It was like some old, like backward country with like so depressed look.
Really? How about the food? Do they have some decent food? Like good bread and like meat?
Yeah, I mean, like they did have some good stuff, but we didn't enjoy anything because I got hypothermia after the fight. So they
you were in a jail for a week. Then you had your lawyer sneak you out of Thailand. You go with Alex to Tajikistan. You fight in a freezing arena, and then you get sick after, of course, because that's what happens when you get sick and fight. That's what happens when you fight in the colds. Wow.
Yeah.
Bro.
So like they gave me like some shady ass doctor. He gave me an injection in my thigh, and I passed out for like about 20 hours. I woke up the next day. It's like, yo, you gotta exit the hotel. We're taking you to the airport. So I couldn't go back to Thailand. So I had to take a trip from Tajikistan to Turkey, Turkey to Lebanon, get my Thai visa, then Lebanon to Turkey, Turkey, Tajikistan, Tajikistan, Russia, Russia, Thailand. That was 44 hours trip.
What a journey, bro. What a journey, man. And you spent some time where does your family live now? Your family lives in Lebanon?
So my father and mother lives in Syria right now because Lebanon is shit. And
They went back to Syria now. Oh my God. And that's
Yeah.
crazy. And when I met you, Syria was shit and Lebanon was nice. This is
yes.
so fucked up. And when you were younger, when you were a kid growing up, Syria was nice. So you had a Syrian passport, right?
Yes.
And then the bullshit war, they make this fake bullshit. They destroyed everything. And then now
100%.
Lebanon is good and Syria is bad. It's so crazy, like how the world we live in, bro. And how you were like in the middle of two crossfires. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. Like I could tell you, like in the past when I was living in Lebanon, and then the war was in Lebanon. That time when like we were crossing the borders towards Syria, there were snipers like aiming at our cars. Like our driver tells us to put down our seats so we don't show in the glass, and like we drive like crazy
And
just to cross the fire line.
What is this? This is back in the day when you were a kid.
That was like 2010 or 2009.
That's crazy, man. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And what made you go to Thailand? What made you find Tiger Muay Thai out of all the spots? How did you end up there? Because you were one of the OGs.
I started my MMA career when I was in university, and like the war was already starting at 2011, so I couldn't go back to Syria because we had a military service. Like it's like forced on us, on all male like Syrian people in the world. So I couldn't go back. So I had only one way, just to be out of Syria, and I couldn't be in Lebanon because it's so expensive. So I had a choice between Canada because I had a sponsor, and Thailand because I looked up the internet and I chose that it's cheap, good training, and I wanted to evolve my MMA career. I flipped a coin and boom, it was Thailand. I was like, well, Thailand it is. And then I went in 2013 and never came back.
Did you know when you went in 2013? Did you know you were going to be there the whole time, or did you know you were going to stay there?
No, man. I was just checking it out, and then I was still in school. So like, I when I went back after my first camp in Thailand, I did my final project, which I won the best innovation of the year. And then the university paid me for my innovation, like a couple $1,000. I took the money, bought a one-way ticket, and never went back.
And you had already fought MMA before when you went to. You had already had pro fights when you went to Thailand.
Yeah, I already had 2 or 3 fights. I already did my amateur fights in Cage Warriors. Then after Cage Warriors career, I signed with Desert Force.
Desert Force.
Big year.
Yeah, you fought for all the biggest promotions in the Middle East. You fought for Desert Force,
I fought
Phoenix,
in all promotions.
UAE, Brave. You fought in Brave before?
Yes, I did.
First time in Brave. Bro, you're a veteran of a veteran, man. All right, so let's go through it. All right, Phoenix, Brave, UAE Warriors, which is a big show right now. You have a bunch of fights with them. You have a bunch of fights with Brave. Brave is like one of the best. I haven't heard from them in a while. Maybe PFL's like kind of taking over. And now you're signing a PFL, bro. Yo, my man, this is huge, bro. Oh man, I'm so PFL's gonna be dope, bro.
Yeah,
this is a good show. Bruno's in PFL. Brendan's in PFL.
And I hear a lot about PFL. It's like the beginning of the UFC. It's like what UFC was in the beginning, the PFL is now. It's like, and like, is more money involved, and yeah, it's evolving. So it's good. It's a good thing to start with an upcoming promotion, so you grow with it. So I hope in the couple like couple coming years, like it will be like huge, like at the same level. Maybe not, but like closer to the UFC level, in terms of like promotions, marketing, and all that. So, yeah.
Wow, yo, that's a great promotion, man. That's gonna be so exciting. I can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, bro. What a journey it's been, my man. When you got to Thailand, so you must have got there like just before I got there. You had already been there training with Wood. I remember the first time I met you, bro. You were at We Cafe with Andrew and Roger. And I think I
Yes,
showed up with
man.
Joe Ray, and maybe you were with Alex and you had just finished a pool session. You've been training you've been training high levels since I met you, man. Like you're one of the guys who's been ahead of the strength and conditioning curve because you've always trained with Woody since the very, very beginning, man. So when I met you, you guys were just doing the pool workout. And where's that pool we used to go to by We Cafe? The
Man.
old
It was
pool
around the corner. It was around the corner.
by We
Yes.
Cafe, dog. And then that was like on a Saturday,
Yeah.
bro. I remember We Cafe is
Woody
still
was-
good.
Woody was working with TFW.
Woody
training
was
for
working with
Warriors.
TMW and he had short hair. So you would work
Yeah.
with him there, and then you were getting ready to fight Glenn Sparv.
Yes. Oh my God.
Fucking old Glenn teddy bear ass, an old podcast member.
Yes, right. So yeah, I was. It was
And then
good memory.
I think you already signed, and then you were already signed. Oh my God, you see that?
We're taking over the world. We took over the world map.
The world just took over me. Oh my God. If you guys don't know, my sign just fell, but whatever. It still looks clean. It's a clean wall, yo. So it's all right. We're just going to keep the ball rolling, dog. It's a brand new studio, yo. I literally just put that shit up before we think. I painted this wall behind me, dog. Yo, since I moved back to Miami, I'm going to go all in with this podcast. I've been slacking in the beginning because I didn't have the microphone, and JP was the guy who used to do everything. But now I'm going to become the guy, so...
The suit. What can I do for you?
The suit. What can I do for you, dog? So now I got my own microphone. I got my own everything. So I'm like little investing. I just bought a nice table.
Oh, let's go.
This is so good. Yo, Tariq,
Man,
man.
I'm so happy for your comedy career. Oh my God, bro. It's like
Finally makes
you
sense.
got this shit. Bro, you got this shit. It's in your DNA.
It makes sense, right?
Bro, you don't need to tell jokes. Just be you, and it's fucking funny.
That's the thing, bro. The
Yeah.
more I do it, like I'm a white belt, right? So I go up there and I'm super awkward and I speak real fast and like I do a lot of things really bad right now. So I'm learning, but I see the potential, dog. Like sometimes I go up there when I can be myself, like I flow and I have a good time, bro, and the people enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Bro, you got this. I tell you, it's in your DNA.
oh man, I'm so grateful that just training with you guys is what gave me like the inspiration to do it. Like you guys is what makes me so funny. Like when I hang out with my boys and like when we're watching the fights at your house. And we're just, oh my God, remember UFC's at your crib? Everybody used to come through. And the first crib, bro, where with Maya and
Kuza.
Kuza and everybody. Oh my God, the whole family in that house. Kuza, let's go. Hold on.
Yeah.
Kuza. Oh my God, I'm forgetting the both.
Baggy.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Baggy. Kuza. Baggy was the first one down, right? Baggy was the first one to go.
First one down, yeah. Max
is still there. You know, Hoovy calls me on FaceTime. I should call him right now, dog.
Yeah, he calls me too.
You didn't see Maya, huh? When you went to Phuket?
I did. I saw it was heartbreaking, but yeah, I was like happy. They love her so much. They treat her like their own baby. They don't have babies, so like they treat her like their babies.
Thank God.
So yeah, it was heartbreaking to know that I'm not gonna try to get her over here to Dubai, and I was like, okay, this is a gift. Like I left some money for Maya, and it's like, yeah, this is my final goodbye. And yeah, I never went back. It's like I don't want to see her again and make her feel that I'm leaving her again.
Yeah, it'll kill her. But let me tell you, bro, like this is how I know you're gonna be such a good father, because like Maya is the best dog that anybody could ever have. Like, what a treat, bro. It was hard. Like, I remember I was hot, so people don't know. I used to live together for years. We lived together for like a year and a half. When I lived with you, I was in my prime, dog. I was in the prime of the career, bro. I was in my best times, bro. I was like 2-3-0 with you. Got the KO, dog. You got the heel hook. We were making money, bro. I was ready to become world champ, dog. 30 years old, bro. It was 5 years ago, dog. I was 30 years old in my prime. Now I got mad gray hair, dog. Doing comedy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my black belt,
good, dog. Looking good.
So your plans are to go back to Phuket, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, for all my fight camps, they're gonna be in Phuket.
With Woody and George and Brad and
Yeah, so
everybody, bro.
once I get a confirmation from the PFL on a date, I'm booking a flight and go back to Thailand for hardcore training. I train here, but it's not like high level MMA. It's high level everything, but not high level put together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Like you can get good ass jiu-jitsu and some good ass pads. But to
Yes.
like go to an MMA class and do like 1-2 double leg with like the feints, just like how we used to do it, bro. We have a crazy system in place from Tiger that we know that's now Bang
Yes,
Tao.
exactly.
We have a system that knows we know how to get fit, we know how to get in shape. So it's hard. It's hard to do things other than the way we know because we know we have the recipe. So it's hard to do things.
Yes, exactly.
It's hard to do things it's hard to train for a fight when you can't do it the Tiger way for us, and it's hard to do it the Tiger way where we are, wherever you are, right?
100%. Yeah.
And if you have another coach, then you gotta listen to them do it their way, and you're like, yo, hold on, like,
Yeah.
that's the one
So
thing.
what I'm doing here, I'm like, all right, I have a gap in boxing. All right, let's study boxing. So like, I'm digging deep into boxing, and I'm on top of my jiu-jitsu game. I'm like, I lost my mojo a bit. Sometimes I didn't like jiu-jitsu for a bit,
Yeah.
but then boom, I was like more savage now. I'm ruthless. It was like I was nice to the black. I was like the new black belt in town. I've been respectful. I'm not hurting other black belts, but now I was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, I'm destroy. I have my own system. I'm destroying them. I have my Kimura system. I was like, oh, boom.
How long you been a black belt now?
Now I got my first stripe, so I'm into my 4th year.
And how do you do? How long did it take you to come into your black belt? Like, were you a little bit nervous when you first got your black belt? Because I know it was hard, man. I remember when I first met you, you just got your black belt, and Tiger, we had guys rolling up on you, testing you all the time, bro. I can only imagine, So
So like because me being in Tiger is like gave me the chance to like be exposed to different styles and different sharks that want to test me. I was like, I was ready and comfortable. It was like when I got my black belt, I was already tapping black belts. I was already giving hard times to high level athletes. So like, yeah.
That's right, because you got your black. You were training at Tiger for a long time as a brown belt already before you got your black belt, and you were like the main guy coaching all the time with all the monsters.
Yeah, so I was already like testing myself. So like, yeah.
That's right, bro. That's amazing, man. Now you're a black belt with a 1 stripe. You got a family, man, and you're signed to PFL, ready to take the world by storm, bro.
100%.
So we're not.
I can't wait to go back to the island and do it with my boys.
We got to plan a trip. So, yeah, my goal is to go back.
I always tell my wife, man. I always tell my wife, this is my only like real crew. Like they have my back through ups and downs. Whatever. These are the true friends that I have, and the only ones I have.
Bro, real life friends, man. Like real crazy shit, bro. Hospitals, hospitals, wins, losses, cornering each other, bro. We've seen, like, Alex has seen us, like, dog, that guy has seen everybody at their highest, and we've all seen each other at our highest and lowest. There's no hiding between us, dog. It's like I know what you're saying, bro. Like, be living in Miami now, like, I'm trying to find a crew. Like, I got my peoples, but our squad is the squad, bro. Wow, you're really bringing me back, man. Shit. Like, it's just so easy. Just talking with you now, it's just so easy thinking about it. Like, yo, I wonder where's Roger, dog? Where's Roger at? Remember when we were at your crib on the pool? Remember when I was like, yo... There's so many good times, dog. You remember when I got yelled at in I'm in Full Metal Dojo when I fought and he yelled at me twice, dog? Remember when I got yelled at twice in Fight Week by Roger, bro? People will never understand like the things that we've. I was just trying to get paid for this guy missing weight. He's like, yo.
Oh my God, crazy.
Yo. Alex, we need to do like a simultaneous cast with all of us together, like all 4,
Bro, we should do podcasts with with all the lads.
That's what I'm saying. Crew. We need to do a lads cast.
Lads cast. Yes, lads cast.
Can we do like a Zoom, like boom, boom conference call and then record it? I think so, right?
Yes, I do a lot of conference calls with like press conferences and shit on Zoom. So like it can be like more than 30 people.
Yo, you got to send me a Falcon shirt, and you don't have, and you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm doing it full out branded D's, branded t-shirts, shorts, everything.
Oh man.
I'll send you the package.
Yeah, and we need a package. You saw Izzy wearing the Bang Tao shirt recently, and
Yes.
does you know what I'm saying? They don't even know we're talking about things that they ain't gonna see till the video comes out. We already got that. You feel me, bro? Alex beating Max Holloway, dog. I was there for that. I was in the fucking crowd with Shay, bro. We got.
Oh my, I was
It
supposed to
was
go. I was like,
amazing,
if I
dog.
won my
It was me,
fight,
Shay, and Woody, dog, together, like, and Big Jug. It was crazy.
yeah,
It was
man.
crazy, bro. It was crazy. I'm still paying for
If
that
I
trip
win
now,
my
dog.
last
But
fight, I was supposed to be there in the UFC.
so your last fight was a fucking tough one, dog. It was a rematch with Will Fury. I hate that guy now. I hate him even more now. I just hate that guy because he's he's just a
Yeah, man,
laying
I was
prayer, bro.
like,
That guy's fucking mad big, bro. That fight was at middleweight.
yeah, I was like, well, it was fair win. It was like he clipped me in the beginning of the fight. I was not feeling my mojo even when I was in Thailand. Like I felt alone. I did. Everyone was busy, Like Tiger wasn't like it was. It was like clans, different. Remember the old days where like the Chechen corners, the Russian corner, but I was even worse. And then
Yeah, it
I
was like
was,
everybody was in
I
their own
walked,
clans in Tiger, and you didn't even have a clan to go to.
yeah, and I walked in alone, and like honestly, it was like the crew against me. It was like I sparred a guy. He clipped me in the sparring, and like it was him with his teammates and coach against me. It was like,
Oh my
come on.
god! And they're like cornering against you in like a different language. It's so uncomfortable, right?
Yes. Yeah, I was like, dude, we're training, so relax. Nobody's gonna win.
And who's running the session? Who's the coach at Tiger now? I don't even know who's the MMA coach. Hafa?
Leonidas, Joseph Henley.
Oh,
So like even he told me like he can't control the class because like nobody understands English.
yeah, it's crazy, right? I could only
Yeah, man.
imagine, bro. Peter Yan's still there though. At least he don't mind. He's always does his own thing though. That guy just trains with
But like
he's a
he
lone
doesn't
wolf.
train in the class anymore.
Well, yeah, but he used to at
He
least do
has
the
his
sparring, But he just does. Oh, he's
he,
probably just
he
working,
has his own training. He has his own training, own sparring.
and he trains
So
late. He
yeah,
likes to train. Yo, he trains late, dog. He's an
so,
interesting cat, yo. Right, like the way he
yeah.
trains and
So
does.
yeah, so my last camp was a bit off. So yeah, I wasn't feeling
Wow,
myself.
bro, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
even when I fought, I was like I wasn't feeling. When I don't know if you had it before, but when you go into a fight and you don't feel the adrenaline, you don't feel scared.
But yeah, a few times, bro. Like it's a weird one.
I
Like
was like,
just
something is wrong, man. I'm not scared. I'm like, I'm going to the park right now. I was like, what's going on? What's wrong with me? And then the first exchange I walked in, I was shocked that he was southpaw. Boom, he clipped me with a short hook. I was like shit. I was on autopilot.
yeah, it's so random, right? Like fighting. It's like some days you don't know when you're gonna like. Sometimes you have a bad training camp. You show up, you have feel good that day. Some days you show up, you don't feel good. Sometimes you
Yeah,
feel weird the whole day, and then you end up fighting really good. It's
yeah.
a wild sport, bro. It's a wild sport, dog. It's a journey. That's why the real ones keep going, bro. This is why I'm talking with
It
you
is.
now, and you're still chipping at it. Signed to PFL now, just onwards and forwards and upwards, baby. There's lows, dog. The lows are low, But the real
Those
ones,
are
they know
very
that the
low.
lows are only low for a little bit. And if you keep going, you're
Yeah.
gonna win again, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Because when you're very low, there is no way to go down anymore. The only way is up.
That's the best part about losing, dog. That's a good one, dog. Right? That's the best. Hey, what's the best part of getting knocked out? You couldn't get any worse, bro. You're like, yo, after that, what are they gonna do?
You
It's
gotta
gonna
wake
happen
up.
again. That's it, bro.
The only way after is you gotta wake up and fight again.
Yeah, man. And what? Oh, you were at that place, TK Fitness, for a little bit. Remember? Is that shit still around?
Yeah, it was the only place that up and running for a bit
That's right. Yeah.
after COVID. Yeah, so like I joined the training, and then that's when all like Tiger members were showing up in the training. It's like Dubai was the only country that is opening for foreigners. So like everyone was flying into training camps.
Man, Yo, we're about to finish off the. All right. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time, brother. We've been really enjoying talking to you. I could talk to you all night, dog. We can go back in
Oh
time to
my
Roger
God, we
stories,
have a
Phuket
long history.
stories. Too much history, too much jujitsu, too much coaches. Fernando, remember the jujitsu coaches of Tiger Muay Thai?
Oh,
We
bro.
started with Fernando. Welcome to Monday. You know, when I do comedy on Mondays and I get on the microphone, I go, "Welcome to Monday."
You stop, you die. You stop, you die.
Yo, maybe one of the greatest quotes though. Not even knowing, maybe one of the most realist things he's ever said, bro. If you
You
stop, you
stop, you die.
die, and you can use that in anything in life, bro.
True.
You don't have any tattoos, right?
I do. I
You
do
do.
have a Chinese.
If I don't have any tattoos, but if I had a tattoo, that's the only thing I would get. And I would get it like on my fucking neck right here, dog. You stop, you die, bro. And anything in life, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not stopping. I'm not fighting right now, but I'm not stopping, dog. I'm training every day. I'm doing jiu-jitsu. I'm doing podcasting. I'm doing comedy. It's just a different fight, you know?
Nice, nice, bro. I can't wait to be in the US with you and fucking go and compete some jiu-jitsu together.
You saw Hulk? Hey, what about? Oh, I gotta get a podcast with Hulk too, bro. Hulk won world championship, bro. Hulk's a world
Yes, I
champion.
saw. But like, guess what? He got stuck in Phuket and they sent him back to Belgium.
What? What? Just recently,
Yeah. Just yesterday.
I saw a message where he's like, anybody in Phuket? I was, what, dog? What happened, bro? He didn't have a ticket out or something?
No, he had some shady ass visa on his passport and they caught it. And I was like, you can't use this passport. You need a new one. So they sent him back to Belgium to get a new passport.
Oh, poor yo, this guy's got bad luck in Phuket, dog.
I
Phuket does
know.
not treat him good. He has issues with Phuket, dog. Whether it's the
I know,
dogs,
man.
bro. Sometimes you gotta call a spade, dog. You know what I mean?
Right?
He was killing it in Canada.
I don't know. I think because his missus is still in Thailand. So like he wanted to come.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's huge. I never thought
Yeah.
about that. Oh my god, they've been gone for so long.
Yeah, man. So I think
Oh.
he went to go to make some money and then now it's time to visit back, but well, Thailand wasn't missing too much.
Nah, he wasn't missing much. He had to try to get her to Canada, bro. It seemed like he was killing it over there, you know?
Yeah, he was.
So he's in Belgium right now. Our boy just got departed. Oh my god, this is one of the things I love about being home in America, dog. Which you don't know yet because you're still in Dubai, which is you might never be home, dog. Phuket is home for you. you're just gonna be a road dog for life.
I'm road dog for life, my
You're a road
dog.
dog for life. But me being back in Miami, the only good thing is I'm way too chill here, bro. Like, I don't care about nothing, dog. Like, yo, what am I gonna do? What are you gonna do? Put me in jail in my own country? I'm not even scared anymore, dog. You know, like, yo, I'm not going to jail in Thailand or Singapore. Psh, let's go, dog. You know. So I gotta chill, bro. I'm like driving, fucking chilling. I gotta, be smart because I'm not afraid out here in my own country, you know.
Nice.
But everybody's got guns. I am scared of getting shot, dog. Everybody's got guns, bro. It's crazy.
I read the news. I read the news, and that shit is insane.
Everybody's got guns, and then like everybody's fighting with each other. But I'm just out here doing comedy, trying to unite the people, baby. I unite the people in jiu-jitsu class, and I try to unite the people when I do comedy. If they don't get mad at my jokes.
You stop, you die, my dog.
Stop, you die. Sometimes I talk about ladyboys and shit, and they get mad, you know. Be like, that's what they're called over there. It's not offensive, yo.
True.
Anyways, yo, listen, we're about to close off again, dog. We got 4 minutes left with my brother from another. This is one of the famous questions I always ask everybody in the podcast. Coming from a traveler, a man who's been on the road, trained with the best in the world, bro. From Roger Weta to Andrew Wood to George Hookman. He's got his black belt from the dark arts himself. I forgot. Where's your? What's the name of your coach again?
Ashraf.
The dark arts master. What advice do you give any athletes coming up in this game today, going forward, a little piece of Tarek Suleiman that you would give to an up and coming fighter or one of your students coming up nowadays?
I mean, man, like, no matter how hard it looks, no matter how impossible it looks, they just need to keep training. And like, honestly, training was my remedy. Training was my savior. Training was my salvation. And look where I am today because of my training. Build up a reputation, so never give up. Never give up on your training. Believe in your coaches. Listen to your coaches. Believe in yourself and keep your head down and grind.
Don't stop. Don't
You stop, you
baby.
die.
You stop, you die. Ladies and gentlemen, Honey Badger Hour, episode 48 with my brother, Tarek Suleiman. Thank you very much. We out.
Thank
Yo.